Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be a beauty haul. I'm going to be hauling some high-end products as well as some drugstore products. So if you want to see what I got, then just keep watching. If you hear any strange slurping noises, it's him. Anthem. Anthem. Anthem! Hey! Anthem. 0 F's given. So rude. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to do the high end first. I purchased a few things from Ulta and I had 2 things sent to me. Anyway, if you guys recently watched my favorite video, the January favorite, then you saw where I had a favorite moisturizer, which was the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream, which I absolutely love. It's great for dry skin. So I saw that they had just come out with this Confidence in a Compact, I guess, foundation. And I was like, you know what? I really don't like compact foundations. They usually don't look very good on my skin, but I'm going to give this a try because I watched some reviews and a lot of people really liked it. So I ended up getting medium and I have played with this. I played with a few things here already, so I can give you a little bit of a review. It is extremely too dark for me. Medium is way too dark. I don't know what I was thinking. I need to go and get light, so I will be returning it and exchanging it because I actually do like it. But this is the packaging. I love the packaging. It is so cute. It's so sleek, very clean and crisp looking. But then you open it and you have a mirror and the little pad, which I haven't tried yet because I've only tried this once and I didn't want to mess it up too bad because immediately I saw that the color was not right. But then it does have this little seal here, which is pretty awesome for preserving the product. But you open it up and there is the product here. And like I said, it's way too dark for my skin, but formula wise I loved it. It looked like there was nothing on my skin, but yet it covered beautifully. It was like a full coverage but very light and skin-like. It did leave the skin a little bit tacky, but it gave you a very skin-like look. So if you don't like the tackiness, you might want to set it with a powder. However, I have very dry skin, and this did not emphasize any of my dryness. It didn't, well, hello there. Now he wants to be in my video cleaning himself. Anyway, if you guys don't know, I got a cat, 2 cats for Christmas from my husband, and this is one of them. This is Anthem. He is a boy, and they are both rescues because if you watch my videos long enough, you know that I had a gorgeous white cat named Bo, Natty Bo, and he went missing, and it was pretty devastating for me. I'm still pretty upset about it. Like, try not to get emotional. But he must have ran out. He was an indoor only cat, but the boys left the garage open and the downstairs door open, and he must have ran out, and he'd never been outside, so he just ran off and was terrified. And we searched for him. We did flyers, like called vets and, you know, called shelters, and the neighbors looked, and we never did find him. And that was, geez, that was in October, I want to say. So we're still, well, I am still holding on to a little bit of hope that he'll come back. But to kind of fill the void, my husband surprised me with 2 little rescue kitties, and he was one of them. But anyway, I'm off on a tangent as usual. I can't talk still, but back to the foundation. I really like the coverage. I want to try it in the light shade. I think this is great for a quick, like, you need to be out the door in 5-minute makeup. Like, you just dip your brush in there, swirl it around, blend it on your face, and you're out the door. I really enjoyed it. I used a flat top kabuki brush for it. I know they sell a specific brush for this, which I'd like to try, but IT Cosmetics brushes are so expensive. And I got all this with my, like, points, so I didn't really spend much money on this haul. But yeah, this is actually, I thought it was a powder. I just dropped the can I do one video without dropping something? I'll get it later. But I thought this was actually a powder, and it's not. It is a cream, and it's very creamy. So it is a cream. It is not a powder, which I originally thought. I really like it. If my opinion changes, I will let y'all know. The next item I got was another IT Cosmetics item, and I ran out of, or aka it dried up pretty bad beyond repair, my Anastasia Dip Brow. So I wanted to give a different product a try. So I ended up trying their Build-A-Brow, the IT Cosmetics Build-A-Brow, and I got it in Universal Taupe, and it's what I have on today. I did use it. I'm still kind of up in the air about how I feel about it. So let's go ahead and talk about the packaging. Again, I threw it on the floor. Again, I really enjoy the packaging. I love IT Cosmetics packaging. It's just very sleek. I think it's stuff you can leave out on your vanity, and it just looks very clean and pretty. It's a frosted glass bottle, and you open it up and there is the product. Now, I like the color. I think the color is a pretty good match for me. Even though it says it's Universal Taupe, but it seems to come off rather warm, where I would expect a taupe to be cooler, and I prefer my brows to be a bit cooler. I use Soft Brown from Anastasia, and it is very warm, and I usually I don't love my brows when I use that. I usually use taupe from Anastasia, but here's my pros and cons. I think it looks good. It's easy to blend. It's easy to work with, but for some reason, there's like parts in my brows that I don't have hair because I have very sparse brows, and for some reason it won't, like, you lay down product and when you go back over it to like deepen it or kind of cut it out even more, it'll take the product away, and you really have to like keep applying a lot. And sometimes I'll have to leave it alone and go do the other brow and then come back when this side's completely dry and add more. And it ends up working, like as you can see with my brows, it ends up working. This part is actually the part that always ends up bald. And the Anastasia Dip Brow doesn't do that to me. It covers first swipe. I do have to work with this a little more, but it does work. So it does do its job. It just takes me longer to get it where I want it than when I use the Anastasia one. So I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to keep this or return it and get the Anastasia one because it's just quicker. And I really take a long time as it is to do my eyebrows. So a product that's making me take even longer, I don't know if I'm thrilled about that. So kind of up in the air about this. Alright, next product is just a repurchase. I talked about this in a favorites a while ago, and it's still my top favorite concealer besides the Tarte Shape Tape, and it is the Hourglass 24-Hour Wear Concealer. It goes with the 15-Hour Wear Foundation that I absolutely love and adore. I got mine in light. I really like it. I will use this on an everyday basis because it's a little bit lighter coverage. It still covers, but it's not as heavy as the Tarte Shape Tape. The Tarte Shape Tape can become very heavy. It's very full coverage, and if you're going for like a minimal makeup look, it can be a little bit too heavy when you have like your natural skin peeking through and like some of my freckles peeking through, and then I put the Shape Tape on. It's like full coverage and not so full coverage, so it kind of doesn't mesh well. So I really like using this concealer on an everyday, more sheer coverage basis, and it doesn't look cakey under my eyes. It's very hydrating. It doesn't emphasize my fine lines, so I really love this, and this is my second one. Next is, I got suckered into this because of the packaging. I'm not even gonna lie, but I did use it today, and I'm kind of up in the air about it. And it is the brand new setting powder from Becca, and this is basically the finishing powder in Golden Hour. So it looks like this. I mean, can we talk about the packaging? Like, this is complete and utter vanity candy. I love it. It's so sleek. It's so luxurious. It makes me think of like a very high-end product. And mine came actually kind of already busted on the inside. There was powder everywhere, so I just kind of dipped my brush in it to try it out. today. I did end up having to pull it up a little more. It was sealed, so I don't know what happened, but there was kind of powder all over the place when I did get it. Now, this powder I did use to set under my eyes today. It didn't cake up under my eyes. It didn't emphasize my fine lines or anything like that. And then I kind of used it just to blend all around my face. Now, I don't have any cons about it yet. Like I said, it didn't cake up. I don't feel like it gave me any more luminous or golden hour. Like, the whole golden hour comes from a photography term where it's basically right before sunset when the sun's at this perfect place where it's very golden and bright. And I'm sure you've seen it in a lot of like couples pictures, couples photography, family portraiture, that kind of thing. It's considered the golden hour, so it just makes your skin look beautiful. You look beautiful, everything shines, and you're just lovely. And it's supposed to be that in a powder. I don't see that. I don't feel like there's anything special about this powder. I didn't put it on and have like a, you know, come to Jesus moment. It's just like, okay, it's a, you know, it's a decent powder. I don't know if it's worth the $38 that it cost. So I'm going to use this a few more times before I decide to take it back. Because I'm just like, not that it's bad, I'm just not overly impressed with it. And I really like my Kat Von D translucent powder. I really like the Laura Mercier powder. And both of those are translucent. This is not translucent. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a goldeny sheen to it. But I think if you're any more fairer than me, this will probably show up on your skin and might not look right. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'll let you guys know in a future video. So, but I just love the packaging. But I know that's not a good enough reason to keep a product for the packaging. So we'll see how it looks. Like I said, it's not bad. It's not great. It's just mediocre. Next is the new Marc Jacobs highliners. These were sent to me from Influencer and to try for review for free. And that's not like I'm special or anything. Anybody can sign up for Influencer and get free products to try and review. If you want to check it out, I will link the link down below to sign up. But yeah, you just go in there and you review products that you liked or didn't like. And the more reviews you do and badges you earned, and the more likely you are to get sent free products. So yeah, they end up sending you a survey. You fill out the survey. If you qualify and are kind of what they're looking for, they'll send you the product. So I got 2 of these. These are their new matte gel liners, and I am absolutely obsessed. I am a little upset because other people got the color I wanted, but I can't really complain about free makeup, so get over yourself. I ended up getting Mist Me, which is this purple shade, and Earthquake, which is the brown shade. I did a look on my Instagram using the purple shade. I didn't like it in the waterline, even though these are extremely creamy. They're extremely pigmented. I'm not a fan of colored liners in the waterline, really. So I used this as basically a base all over the lid. I just drew it all over the lid, and it worked wonders. Like, it was beautiful. It blended beautifully. It set nicely. It held on to the pigment that I put on top of it. So I really enjoyed that. The color is very pretty. It's a very pretty spring color. And like I said, these are like so pigmented. Like, wow, just, I'm pretty amazed at the pigmentation and the creaminess of it. And once they set, they are not going anywhere. They're waterproof, and I stand by that because I had swatched these the day that I got them, and as per usual me, I don't wipe them off right away and I forget they're on there. So I went about my whole day. I cooked dinner. I washed my hands like a ton of times, did the dishes, all that, and these bad boys were still on there. The only way I got them off is I ended up having to use makeup remover. So the next one is Earthquake, which is just a really pretty dark brown, pretty neutral toned. I wouldn't say it's very warm. The one I wanted, Brownie, was like the really warm one, and I know people that got that one, and I really wanted it, but I'm just gonna have to go buy it because these are bomb. But they're twist up too. They're not sharpened, so you twist them up from the bottom. But let's see right here. Here is Brownie, which again is just a beautiful dark brown shade. And as you saw on the swatch, they are very pigmented, very creamy. I did use this on my lower lash line the other day, and it went on very nicely. It blended out beautifully. I blended it down on the lower lash line, and it set very nicely and lasted all day in my waterline, which is really hard because I have pretty watery eyes. It didn't clump up in my inner corners, so I really enjoyed these, and I will be purchasing the black one and the color brownie, because it's like a reddish brown, which is my absolute favorite color to put in my waterline. I have MAC Costa Riche, which I use all the time in my tutorials. I think that looks good on every eye color. I think it makes any eye color pop, so I definitely recommend these Marc Jacobs highliners. But make sure they're the matte ones. They have another version that's not matte, so make sure it says matte on there. Now next is Walgreens. I went in there just to get mascara, and this happened, but I'm pretty excited about it. The first thing I already used, it's the only thing I used out of here so far, I think. And it's in my bathroom, but I got a new wet brush. If you don't know what a wet brush is, basically it's like a detangler brush for when you have wet hair. I have very, very thick hair, but I have fine hair, so it knots up very easily. And this really helps me brush it out. I use it on my daughter as well. It was only like $8, which is the cheapest I found around. The first one I purchased was on Amazon. It was like $12 or $13. So $8 was a lot better pricing. So if you have a little girl that her hair knots up easily, or your hair does, that is the best thing since sliced bread for you, and you should definitely go try it. Next, I just repurchased my favorite makeup wipes, which are the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. And yeah, just repurchased. I've lost count of how many times I bought those. They're my absolute favorite. They don't sting my eyes or anything like that. And I ended up getting the mascara. I didn't get the mascara I wanted because I forgot what I wanted. So I ended up just picking this one out because it looked cool. And it is the Falsies Push Up Angel. And it's two-sided. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I have very like straight eyelashes, like limp, straight, sparse eyelashes. So anything that's going to give them a lift, I really like to try. So I'll let you guys know what I think about that. But the packaging is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm excited to try it. Next, I have been dying to try this. I know that girl Shay swears by this and uses it all the time. And there's somebody else that uses this and says it reminds them of like their grandma or mom because of the smell. I haven't actually tried the smell, but it's the Airspun Translucent Setting Powder. This was pretty cheap too. I think this was like $8. I don't have my, oh, I do have my receipt. Let's see how much this was. Yeah, it was $7.99. So the Airspun was only $7.99, which is a heck of a lot cheaper than Laura Mercier and the Becca one I just hauled. So I'm on the hunt for a really good setting powder, if you guys can't tell. So I heard this has a very old lady smell to it. Oh, it's got a puff. I swear to God. Should never work with babies. Anyway, it comes with a puff, which is kind of cute. That definitely reminds me of my grandma. I remember my grandma like puffing things. So, ooh, I'm kind of worried. This is kind of opened. But, oh yeah, oh my God. This smells like my grandma. I love it. Yeah, this smells like, I'm trying to remember. It's called Baby Love or something like that. It's like a lotion line. And that's what it reminds me of. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a lotion perfume. I think it was called Baby Soft. And my grandmother bought it for me all the time. It was like a lotion and spray set. And this definitely reminds me of that. I actually really like the smell. It brings back memories. So I'm really excited to use this. I hope it performs really well. And I love the smell. Definitely, I'm going to make my mom smell it and be like, Mom, doesn't it smell like Baby Soft? So excited about this. Yay. And I've been looking for that all over the place, and this is the first place I found it. So I'm excited. The next, I went a little crazy with false lashes because I'm completely out besides my velour lashes. And they actually had the Kiss Lash Collection, the Faux Mink ones. And I bought every single style they had. So these are false lashes. Obviously, they're synthetic, but they look and feel like mink. So the first color the first style I got was gold, which looks like this. And they're just very full and fluttery and beautiful. So there's that. And then I got little black dress, which these I think, no, these are my favorite. I don't know. I really like them all. I really like this one. But yeah, that's what they look like. Again, they're very fluttery, very feminine, very cute. I'm trying to get them to not have a freaking glare. There we go. I think you can see them. But anyway, that's what that one looks like. And then my favorites, I think are going to be my favorites, are the Midnight ones. They kind of remind me of my favorite Carly Lash, but not as wispy. But I like how they're smaller on the inner corner and then flare out. Because again, I've talked about how I like lashes that do that because I have hooded eyes. So I like anything that flares out on the end to kind of lift the eye up. So I'm excited about these lashes, like super excited. I saw the Blogger series ones. I don't know if they're from Kiss or Velour or Eylure, or I don't remember. But they're the beauty blogger series. And I saw 3 different ones and I really didn't like any of them. They were either too natural or too dramatic. There was no like in between one I really liked. So I'm still on the hunt to find a pair of those because I really want to support beauty bloggers, but I just didn't like the ones that they had there. The next 2 items I got are 2 lip liners, and they are the Maybelline new Color Stay lip liners. I have not used them. I really want to swatch them for you, so I guess I ought to open them. Alright, so the 2 colors I got, of course, are neutral nude colors. The first one is 125 Magnetic Mauve and 105 Nude Whisper. So let's go ahead and swatch the nude color. Oh, and by the way, these eyeliners dried, like, they're not going anywhere. Like, they're legit there to stay. So let's go ahead. Oh my, do you see that? Do you see that right there? Okay. So that makes me a little nervous because now I'm afraid it's going to fall out. But I'll do this between those 2. This is the nude color. Ooh, I like it. It's right there. Very creamy, very pigmented. I really like the color. It's a very neutral nudie color, so I think that'd be really nice to contour the lips with. So yeah, I really like this nude one. I'm pretty excited about that. And now the mauve one, which that one didn't come flying out, so good sign. Maybe I just got a dud. I'm so bad at this swatching crap. I'm not even gonna try to be professional about it. So, oh, I like this one too. That one's really pretty. That one's right there. It's a really pretty mauve. Again, very creamy, very pigmented. Like, this is so embarrassing. I'm so bad at this. But here, there you go. There. Very creamy. As I drew all over the other liner. It's going to take me time to get back into the swing of things. I've been gone for a while. But so far, I really, really like those liners. Pretty impressed for the drugstore. So we'll see how they perform. Alright, so that was the end of my haul. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you enjoy haul videos, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know that you do like them. And if you've tried any of these products, let me know down below what you thought about them. And if there's any other products you want me to try, then also leave that down below. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you again real soon.